Leave Me Alone. We're going to be reacting to that today. We appreciate all of you that gave us some feedback for NF's The Search. This is a new thing to us, and so a lot of new experiences. We will try to make this a bit more fluid than it was last time. But thank you to everybody that offered that feedback, took the time to watch it, and let us know what you thought. We hope you enjoy. He's wheeling his cart in with his burden balloons.
Hey!
I like that.
Handle business, not a joke, yeah. Manners missing, travel different, no control, yeah. Time to listen, time to zip it, keep it closed. My description, highly gifted, take some notes, yeah. Lack of interest, why'd you visit, hit the road, yeah. I'm kinda twisted, so keep your distance, be a ghost, yeah. See, I'm inventive, but quite the menace. You ain't know, well then I'm offended. Let's jog your memories, here we go, yeah.
Okay, that's a lot to unpack.
That was a lot.
Yeah.
The first thing that stuck out to me was right here in the beginning.
Yep.
All the noise in the background.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's all barren. There's nobody else around yet. He's going to a place that's kind of run down, broken down. You know, you can see like boards up on the windows, like, stuff missing from the house on the side there.
It's like an old amusement park.
Yeah.
Yeah, just all of the noise in the background, like the voices and everything. It's just like when there's too many tabs open in your brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And already the juxtaposition, okay? Leave me alone. Where's he going?
Where
An
there's
amusement park where there's typically a ton of people.
But it's totally empty
Right.
and run down.
Right.
So.
Yeah. Okay. Let's kind of step through it a little bit here. And that's catchy.
Handle business, not a joke, yeah. Manners missing, travel different, no control, yeah. Time to listen, time to zip it, keep it closed. My description, highly gifted, take some notes.
This is a really dense song.
Yeah.
And so he's going through a lot here. All right. Panic-stricken, handle business, not a joke. Manners missing, travel different, no control. So he's saying like, I feel like I'm in life or death here, but I still have to take care of everything that I've got to do.
That makes me think of school.
Okay.
Like manners missing, travel different. Like mostly like the manners missing, no control, time to listen, time to zip it, keep it closed. And then his description, highly gifted. I know a lot of kids who struggle with
being quiet,
with ADHD or like mental health issues.
Okay.
They're highly gifted.
That's true. Yeah.
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 And they like all of mine were more like
loud noise, like
lots of sound. Yeah.
Okay.
Racing thoughts and things like that.
Your brain was hyper.
Yeah, but like him, maybe he was the kind of kiddo who he heard that a lot. Zip it. Keep it closed. It's time to listen.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
You know?
So this is talking about maybe ADHD, OCD.
Maybe his experience.
Yeah.
Like that phrase at least.
Okay.
Or that part at least.
My description, highly gifted, take some notes, yeah. Lack of interest, why'd you visit, hit the road.
Okay. Yeah. Lack of interest. Why'd you visit? Like, you don't seem like you're focusing.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you even here?
Yeah.
Kick rocks. You don't need to be here if you're not going to focus.
Yeah.
He can't focus, right?
Yeah.
So this is what he's telling us that he's struggling with that sort of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Time to zip it, keep it closed. My description, highly gifted, take some notes, yeah. Lack of interest, why'd you visit, hit the road, yeah. I'm kinda twisted, so keep your distance, be a ghost. Yeah, see, I'm inventive, but quite the menace. You ain't know, well then I'm offended. Let's jog your memories, here we go.
Yeah, he's definitely, that's exactly what he's talking about, I think.
Just a note, we have the lyrics over on the other screen so that we can go back and refer to those too.
Yeah, he's very dense with his lyrics. So everything he's talking about speaks to exactly what I think you honed in on it right off the gate. He's kind of out of place in an academic setting.
Mm-hmm.
Like, sit down, be quiet, focus.
Yeah,
and take care of business. And he's going, that's not how my brain works.
An academic or social setting.
Yeah.
And then he says, when he says, "See, I'm inventive, but quite the menace," you might know. And that's another thing that's very creative.
Don't want to stay in the box that people want you to be in. Your brain's running way too far and wide and being creative for that. All right, let's see where this goes. I'm also curious. He's got like a smear of paint.
It reminds me of the Joker.
It looks very Jokerish.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's warmed up, I guess, a little bit from when he was going across the countryside in the search.
Yeah.
So he got his jackets off now. But we still have the same folks in the background walking around in their white suits, but everything's run down.
Yeah, I went from nobody to kind of famous. Hide my plaques inside a closet, I just can't explain it. My wife, she tells me that she's proud and thinks that I should hang them, but I just leave them on the ground right next to my self-hatred. Yeah,
that's sad.
Mental health, diagnosed with OCD, what does that mean? We'll gather around. That means I obsessively obsess on things I think about. That means I might take a normal thought and think it's so profound. Ruminating.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Before we get, let's pause on the where it starts with OCD and go back to that.
Okay.
He feels like he doesn't deserve the plaques that he's earned or the awards that he's earned.
Right.
Because of his self-hatred.
Yeah.
Which that makes me think of imposter syndrome.
I think a lot of creatives struggle with imposter syndrome.
Yeah. We're our own worst critics.
Yeah. There are days when I don't understand how you can stand to look at me.
Same.
You know?
How you can put up with me.
Yeah.
As far as like creating things. Sometimes I'll be editing, like I've been editing today, another video, and it's just like, is this good? I don't know. Should I do this? No, I'll delete this. And no, put it back. It was funny. Joe, watch this. Is this funny? I think it's funny. I don't know if anyone else will.
Yeah.
Here we go, yeah. I went from nobody to kind of famous. Hide my plaques inside a closet, I just can't explain it.
He's not comfortable with it.
She's proud and thinks that I should hang them, but I just leave them on the ground right next to my self-hatred. Yeah, mental health. Where's my mental health? Diagnosed with OCD, what does that mean? We'll gather around. That means I obsessively obsess on things I think about. That means I might take a normal thought and think it's so profound. Ruminating, fill balloons are full of doubts. Do the same things. If I don't, I'm overwhelmed. Thoughts are pacing. They go round and round and round. It's so draining. Let's move on to something else.
Okay. There's a lot there.
Yeah, there is. The balloon's full of self-doubt.
Yeah.
I mean, if that doesn't point right back to what he's pulling along in his cart, like balloons full of self-doubt.
Yeah.
And it's just, he can't focus. He doesn't feel like he deserves the things that he's earned or been awarded with.
Mm-hmm. Going past that, like to the OCD part, I love the phrase, I obsessively obsess on things I think about. It means I take a normal thought and think it's so profound, leave me alone. It's like he's telling himself, the goblin brain, leave me alone. Like, stop obsessing over that, or my soot sprite.
Yeah.
You know?
I just noticed something where we paused it here. Look in the background. He's not the only one pushing a cart anymore.
He's being, yeah. Oh.
There are other folks with their carts, with their balloons, that are walking the same route that he's on.
That gave me the chills.
That's cool, yeah.
Yeah.
He's not alone in it.
Do the same things. If I don't, I'm overwhelmed. So he's like, has his, probably like his routines that he has to do, or his thoughts, his thought process, if he doesn't go through that same thought process.
Yeah.
Because sometimes,
like,
sometimes with OCD, it's like, it's the getting stuck on a thought almost and obsessing over a specific thought, like all of the possibilities that could go wrong in a way is like comforting. Just
I was
because,
gonna say, there's almost comfort in the routine as well. Yeah.
Exactly.
Like he talks about doing the same things, and if I don't, I'm overwhelmed.
Yeah.
That is, there's comfort in the routine. I know how things are going day after day because I'm used to this routine.
Yeah. And it's hard to, get out of it. Thoughts are pacing. They go round and round and round. It's so draining. Let's move on to something else.
Okay.
Fine. Yeah.
And that's where we go.
And the whole time he's just, leave me alone. Yeah.
Yeah. let me be, let me deal with my thoughts.
See,
and
is he telling other people that, or is he telling
himself
that?
Yeah,
Because
it's self-sabotaging.
It's the irrational part of your brain that does that, and the rational part, they just argue all the time, and it's like, you're being dumb, stop. It's like, but I can't. Like,
if I don't, I'm overwhelmed. Thoughts are pacing. They go round and round and round. It's so draining. Let's move on to something else. Fine. Running the game if they don't even know it. Like I'm undercover and knowing to blow it. They come out and know it. They don't even notice the flow is so cold you would think it was slowing. I'm under the weather, but wind isn't blowing. I got an umbrella for difficult moments. You gotta admit it. I'm very devoted. I'm out in the rain, but it don't always alright. Hold up my balloons and cover up my face. I can feel them weighing on me every day. I should let them go and watch them float away. But I'm scared if I do, then I'll be more afraid.
pause. Yeah. I'm in the game, but they don't even know it. Like I'm undercover and don't want to blow it. I kind of feel like that goes back to the imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
Like you got to pretend, fake it till you make it. I feel like that's a big kind of,
Yeah.
Like I have no idea what I'm doing.
That's
but
almost
I know
a mantra
really
for modern
well.
society anymore.
Yeah, pretty much.
Fake it till you make it. None of us knows what we're doing. We're just doing our best.
Just pretends that,
Yeah.
And if you do know what you're doing, I think we even still question ourselves.
There are definitely days where I'm like, I got this under control. This is great. And then there are days where like, I have no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm so lost and I'm going to destroy everything.
Yeah.
And I can ultimately do it. I know I can.
Mm-hmm.
But there are those days where the balloons of self-doubt are chained right to me.
And that's how I felt when I was teaching. Like I taught for 13 years and there were some days where it's just like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm winging it. Like these children's like futures are on my shoulders and it's so much pressure. It's so much pressure.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, again, I knew what I was doing, but it's still scary. Hold
up my balloons and cover up my face.
So he's got his umbrella for difficult moments. He's out in the rain, but it doesn't always open.
Yeah.
So would that be like his coping skills?
I think
maybe?
so.
And sometimes like he's not able to use his coping skills when he needs them.
I think so. And then he says, I hold up my balloons, my self-doubts to cover up my face. Like I'm hiding behind my insecurities.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Hold up my balloons and cover up my face. I can feel them weighing on me every day. I should let them go and watch them float away. But I'm scared if I do, then I'll be more afraid.
Ooh, because then he can't hide behind them.
Yeah, because I think we were talking about that in the last video about how it's almost easier to hold on to those things because facing it is harder. Trying to change is harder than just continuing that cycle.
Yeah.
So.
Man.
Tell them how I feel, but they don't want to change. Tell them how I feel, but they remain the same. Loosen up my grip, they say that's not okay. Quiet, 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 quiet. Hey, leave me alone. Hey, yeah.
He's telling his insecurities to leave him alone.
Okay.
Because he says, like, I try to loosen the grip, and they're saying, no, don't let us go.
Yeah, they don't want to change.
Yeah, like.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I can't stop worrying about this thing because what'll happen? I used to do that about weather.
I remember you telling me about that.
I was so scared of severe storms that I, like, when I knew that storms were supposed to come, like this is a long time ago. If they were giving severe weather, I would go sit outside of a storm shelter hours before anything was supposed to happen and leave this worrying dog that's walking around here right now in the apartment by himself for hours while I was freaking out in front of it. Like, oh, it was awful. And everybody kept telling me that makes no sense. You need to just relax.
Just relax.
Well, and it's like, I know that what I'm doing isn't rational, but I can't stop it.
Yeah.
We're going to get real serious here. I discovered I had a brain tumor several years ago. It's benign. Thank God we're able to deal with it. But it took going through that for me to learn to cope with the weather situation.
Yeah.
Like to realize that that's not a big deal. It's out of my control.
Yeah.
and to let the balloons go,
Yeah.
for lack of a better term.
Because there's nothing you could do about it.
Right.
Literally, you have no control over it.
Right. Everything that I could have done, I could have done at home. Right.
Mm. What was happening at that tent?
Oh yeah, let's go look.
I was so focused on
the words that we didn't pay attention to what was going on. All right, so there's a bunch of people in line. Oh, they're getting face paint. Oh no, they're getting the paint wiped off, the smudge that he's got.
Oh yeah.
They're getting the smudge wiped off. It's a fake smile.
Oh, good.
Wow.
Nice.
It's a painted on smile.
So yeah, so it's
putting on the fake face.
Yeah.
They're getting real. Oh, I love that. Good call.
That's cool.
Wow. Okay.
Underrated. We're so overlooked that they're looking over our numbers, Nathan. We don't do enough interviews or go out in public lately. We don't post enough on our socials to keep the buzz from fading. Let it fade, yeah, let it fade. Once it's decimated, then you drop a song out of nowhere and all the fans embrace it. Then the buzz will surface again as part of my operation. I don't need advice from my gals right now. End of conversation. Shut your mouth.
Yeah. So
that was his self-doubts talking to him again.
Yeah. Telling him you're not doing enough. You're not doing this. You should be doing this.
Yeah. He's like,
oh man. Yeah.
That's so cool.
Oh.
Man.
I feel like that's something everyone can relate to. Like, I know him talking about the OCD, like I know I grab onto thoughts like that and like it said before, like cycle around a lot and like until it literally just makes me go bonkers.
Yeah.
But I know that's something everyone deals with. Everybody.
Yeah, oh yeah. And we're in such a social media driven world now.
Oh yeah. Comparison.
And right. And everybody puts the best parts of their life online.
Mm-hmm.
So you only see the best stuff in everybody's life. That's what you're comparing yourself against.
Yeah.
Is the best of everybody's world.
Yeah.
Nobody shows you the rough stuff, the downside.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're not going to see that on somebody's Facebook page. They want you to see the good stuff.
Yeah.
I love that. That's so good.
Yeah, shut your mouth. Better tone it down. Close it now. If you make a sound, I'ma change it down. Funny how they be acting loud. Coming on it now. Floating round. Man, the kid is wild. Pretty wild. True. I'm kind of funny, but no.
Kind of vile. True.
That makes me think of intrusive thoughts.
Self-doubt talking in on him.
They be coming in loud.
You're talking about the intrusive thoughts.
Floating around. Yeah, because they do. It's just everything is fine and then boom.
And I think that still couples with the self-doubt as well. Yeah.
Because a lot of times the intrusive thoughts are self-doubt.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Yeah.
You're not good enough.
Yeah.
You can't do that. I love that we keyed up. It's the negative thoughts in his head that are what he's telling to leave him alone.
Mm-hmm.
Like, leave me alone. Get behind me, Satan.
Yeah.
You're the stuff holding me back.
Yep.
In my own head.
I'm kind of funny, but don't really show it. I keep it together, but have a disorder. I go to my room and I sit in my corner and talk to myself in a language that's foreign. I think of a rhyme and I have to record it, but no, if I don't, I wake up in the morning and question my life again, always avoiding. I hate to be different, but hate to be normal, so I hold up my balloons and cover up my face.
He's saying, like, I'll retreat from the world and I'll embrace my me.
Yeah.
And I've got to get these out of my head. Like, I've got to get this out.
Yeah.
And if I don't, it's going to drive me crazy.
Yeah.
And yeah, then we go back into the chorus, right?
That last line, I hate to be different, but hate to be normal.
Man,
that's relatable.
We have embraced that. We've got kind of it's normal is boring.
Normal is boring. I have a thing on my desk that says that.
And it's, we embrace that we are not normal. Normal is boring.
No, there is no normal. What is normal? Everyone is different. We're all weird in our own ways. I think from his perspective, what he's saying is regarding his mental health.
Oh, yeah.
And where he said right there, I keep it together, but have a disorder. Tying that into, I hate to be different, but hate to be normal. It's like, I've said that to you many times, like when I'm having a meltdown or like can't when I just can't.
Yeah.
And it's like, why am I like I just want to be normal. Why am I like this? But this is who I am.
And I love you for you.
Oh, I love you too. Thank you. Don't make me cry. And one of the things that my therapist said to me was be your authentic self. And it's like, if your authentic self is different, and sometimes it's frustrating because I see people functioning how I would like to function in specific ways, but because of diagnosis and, you know, disorders, at the same time, I get that. I hate to be different, but I don't want to be normal. Yeah.
And
that was kind of
that's
a
what
tangent.
makes us unique. I mean,
yeah.
If you rubber stamp everybody, where's the fun?
Hold up my balloons and cover up my face. I can feel them weighing on me every day. I should let them go and watch them float away. But I'm scared if I do, then I'll be more afraid. Tell them how I feel, but they don't want to change. Tell them how I feel, but they remain the same.
They're getting rid of the black, putting on the white.
Mm-hmm.
I want to talk about the symbolism in the background.
Yeah.
Because that ties directly into the end of the search video that we watched.
When they gave him the white clothes.
They gave him the white clothes. Who was in line getting the fake smiles wiped off?
The people in the white clothes. Mm-hmm.
Man. That hits.
Mm-hmm. And he's like rejecting it and walking away from it.
Yeah. And they're all standing there waiting for him.
And he's choosing to hang on to it.
Told you I hung up, it kind of felt wrong. Finally called him back, we didn't talk long. He asked me how I'd been, I sent him this song. Yeah, think he took offense, he kinda seemed off. I texted him that night to ask what he thought. It took a couple days to get a response, but once I finally did, he said the song sucks. Feel the symptoms, couldn't miss him, wrestle with them, then I pin and flip him. Brought them back up nowhere, you should get some. Who you dissing? Mood is switching, don't come in the kitchen, you should listen. Cooking record for my hands are blistering.
I feel like that's his future right there. The man he was sitting across from, wearing black, in the shopping cart, balloons. I think he had more balloons too. It's like he gathered up more like self-doubt. Yeah. As he went. So it was like, this is your future. Like,
well, you know, kind of like we mentioned in the last video, stuff festers and it gets worse if you don't take care of it.
Yeah.
Let's go through it again. A little slower.
Back in No Name, I said fame called. Told you I hung up, it kind of felt wrong. Finally called him back, we didn't talk long.
He's talking about fame.
So okay. So he rejected fame and then accepted it.
It took a couple days to get a response, but once I finally did, he said the song sucks. Feel the symptoms, couldn't miss him, wrestle with them, then I pin and flip him. Brought them back up nowhere, you should get some. Who you dissing? Mood is switching, don't come in the kitchen, you should listen. Cooking record for my hands are blistering. So persistent, don't forget this, hold attention. Soul is bending, no pretending, open-ended, low percentage, so demented. Whole consensus, flow tremendous, no apprentice, no incentive, show intensive, so possessive, tone aggressive. Watch your step when I hold up my balloon.
Man, there's
so much to that.
Wow. We're going to have to take that a little slower.
Yeah. Bear with us.
Yeah. Sorry. All right. So we're going to have to take this a little slow.
Mm-hmm.
So I apologize ahead of time. I know people got frustrated with me.
Because we paused so much.
Yeah, pausing a lot. But we're going to try to track this down. Actually, let me see. So persistent. Don't forget this. Hold the tension. Soul is bending. No pretending, open-ended, low percentage, so demented. Is that his self-doubt's talking to him about?
Maybe.
Or things he's struggling with, wrestling with?
Because then he says, leave me alone, so.
So persistent. Don't forget this. He's talking about, yeah.
Well, because earlier he mentioned something about, like, when he gets ideas, he has to write them down.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I think these are just internal thoughts he's struggling with.
Yeah.
Because there's positive mixed in there, right? You're so persistent. No, wait, don't forget this. Hold on to this.
His soul is bending under the weight of all of it.
Yeah. I think it's just his back and forth, his internal monologue.
Yeah.
Kind of fighting him.
It's, because the self-doubt is kind of battling with his positivity.
And in the future here, he's going to say, my flow's tremendous. He's bragging on himself.
Mm-hmm.
No apprentice, no incentive. Like, I think this is the back and forth internal struggle.
Yeah.
Don't forget this, hold attention, soul is bending, no pretending, open-ended, low percentage, so demented, whole consensus, flow tremendous.
Okay, I love this actually. The symbolism in the background.
They're all watching him.
They all have the white suits on, but they still carry their balloons.
Oh yeah, that's true.
They're not free of their balloons just because they went through that process.
Because, like, oh, okay, that makes me think. I keep thinking this is like reawakening like memories of when I was going to therapy. When she was talking about things happen to us in life, and sometimes we just have to forgive and don't forget, like, because some things. I don't know if this really applies. This is just what popped into my head, and maybe it'll help someone. Because my thing used to be like forgive and forget. And she's like, no, don't forget. Because sometimes we need to remember things that happen to protect us if it happens again. So it's not a traumatic experience again. We learn how to accept it and work through it and not let it destroy us.
Even when we've been through the healing, the cleansing process, it
still happens.
I mean, we still have self-doubts and internal struggles. That's never going to go away.
Yeah. Self-doubt right there.
Yeah. Trying to knock him down, push him back.
I'm scared if I do, then I'll be more afraid. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Yeah. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Yeah. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Yeah. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
So it's like he's being controlled by them. They have learned how to live with them.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. He can't bring himself to. Oh. Okay. What do we got going on here?
Is he in line?
Oh,
man,
that was awesome.
Oh,
so he's gonna give some of his burdens, or like let him go. He's letting some of his own struggles go.
I'm fine until like certain like parts of like these.
He ends these videos with a bang, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because that's so hard to do, and it wasn't all of his burdens. It was a couple, which is like.
Learning to let go.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's so cool.
That's amazing.
The whole last part of it was just quiet, leave me alone, quiet. So he's gotten to the point where it's like, it's too much. Like, I don't want to let go, but I have to let go because it's just making me.
I can't keep going on like this.
Yeah. It's too much.
Man, that was such an impactful ending.
He's taking responsibility for it, and he's finally
taking steps to unload some of his burden.
Yep. Which is so hard to do.
That was incredible.
Wow, you guys.
Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us for our reaction of Let It Go. Let us know what you thought below. Mm-hmm. How can we continue to improve? We're trying to keep getting better.
Hopefully this one flowed a little bit
better
than the last one.
And we are planning to go back and start the journey from the beginning.
Which I kind of don't want to now, though, because I want to know what happens.
But we've started in the middle of the series, right?
I know.
This stuff hits really close to home for us on a spiritual level, on a mental health level. It hits really close to us on a personal level, so all over the board. So thank you so much. If we earned it, we'd appreciate a subscription. Let us know what you thought in the comments below. I hope you come back for our next NF reaction video. God bless you. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.